Mock Moda says, cool, a Woodscopes parody show. Don't forget Mock Moda. If we were doing a Woodscopes parody show, there would be no show on because he never broadcasts anymore.
If this was a Woodscopes parody show, Frank, we wouldn't have read that comment. So come on.
Totally inappropriate.
Damn shoes. Yeah. Or he got blown off the toilet. Either shoes.
This is like the new flatulence balance.
Shit, I'm missing.
Balance.
All right, my guess is in. What are you guys guessing? What happened to this bathroom? Bacon is guessing poop.
Here we are. It is the water hole with Hedstrom, Bacon, and Horse.
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me. Ryan, thanks for letting me fill in. And yeah, it's good to be here. Dave.
Here's your some asshole with a goatee. Of course, you're gonna see it with the audience. Contents: one fucking shit fuck with a goatee. Seriously, just shave the shit off. This, you're gonna catch it on the delay, obviously. This is a live gooey duck clam. Watch this.
不准笑！喷水了。
So she's gonna dip it in some sauce. It's alive.
辣椒油。
Live. We'll do it
辣椒
live.
面。
She's putting whatever.
一样都不能少，不拼，老铁是不会给我双击的。
There it goes. And she's gonna bite into this thing. That's suggestive. It's the water hole. And that's not Rhino.
No, it's not Rhino.
That's Frank and Boise. He's like trading us up.
You know what? He was actually on the Outlaws and Potato. He was Rhino, the sports guy segment on my show. Like he did it twice and then fucking blew me off. He goes, you know what? There's better out there. He's doing the same thing to everybody.
He uses us up, gets to where he wants to go next, and then he tosses us aside like a used condom. So, the elephant in the room. No, not you. Not you. No. I longed to get rid of my huge boobs. I longed to get rid of my huge boobs until they paid off my family's 130 pounds debt. Amy Sophia, 27, felt uncomfortable with the looks she got from strangers for her larger chest and was desperately trying to raise cash for a breast reduction when she had a change of heart. With size 34 double H. You know what double H stands for? Haunted horse. 34 double H right there. Haunted horse boobs. 34 double H boobs. She turned to OnlyFans for extra cash. But as she grew in popularity, Amy started to see her larger chest in a different light. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. You think? Holy crap, look at this. There's the pictures. Holy crap!
Hey guys. We are right in that prime position where we can get horse to say anything, and it'll be a sound drop forever. Which way we want to go?
Pretty much, yeah.
Hey, he's losing his mind right now.
Oh my God!
He
Grandpa!
just lost his mind.
Grandpa! All right. It's the Jim in Indiana camp.
Hi, Jim.
Everybody in Jim in Indiana. Look at this. There he is. There's the man. There's the man that invented the 12 by 12 challenge.
Hold on. I'm gonna be the voice of God for this one here.
Okay.
Yes.
Good. I'm glad
The voice of God returns.
Sent mail inbox pending drafts. Wait, maybe I drafted one, didn't send it. No, all women. Katie, Kelly, Katie 2. So I had a Katie 1 and a Katie 2.
All right.
Melody. Yeah, I was quite the player when I had this phone. I'd be all, hey, baby. There was no iPhone yet, so you go, hey, baby, look at this. Woo! a flip phone. Look at me. Ho, ho, ho. I'm sorry. I'm out of here. Haunted Horse is a bald-ass dork who wants to have a show. Will anybody ever watch it? The answer is probably no. He thought up a really stupid name. He calls it Haunted Horse Events, where everybody thinks he's lame. And they're always sad they came. You wanna be where you can't see. Haunted Horse act lame. You wanna be where everybody's sad they came. You wanna be where you can see. Haunted Horse act lame. You wanna be where everybody's sad they came. I mean, Ryan can come on if he wants to. I think he's out buying Hello Kitty toys, though. I watched this show. He's going to McDonald's to try to get all 8 for his wife and kid. This Hello Kitty Godzilla promotion. And all I can think of is, I'm glad I don't have children. Going to all these McDonald's and he's calling the McDonald's.
That's right.
Do you have the Hello Kitty Godzilla number 4? No, we only got 3s and 5s. Okay, thank you.
Your cell phone blows.
Yeah, right? Okay, Larity was worse. That is my first question. Right here. Did you listen to the show today?
Yeah, I listened. Yep.
Did he get on?
He did.
They let him on.
They let him on, and he did an old, I think it was an old Beverly Hillbillies parody of today's stuff with it, what is it? It's Jed.
Yeah, no, that's
and Rome, and they ran him, and then Rome kind of gave him shit for rehashing an old parody. Well, it wasn't an old parody. It's just he used a song that he had used before in a previous parody.
Right.
So I think Rome gave him a little bit of. It was a little bit unjustified. Yeah, a little bit.
I had 2 lyrics for that yesterday on this show.
I'm a little loud.
Are you? Are they saying?
Yeah,
you're loud?
I was. Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
Are you good? Can you hear it? Is it good?
Well, we're both at the same volume on my.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay.
On my board. Mine yesterday was listen to a story about 49ers owner Jed. And then he was looking to get head. I mean, I had it yesterday. Anyway, I didn't write it down.
Hey, Liz is in the chat.
Liz is here.
Do it.
I know.
Liz! Elizabeth!
Dallas says, don't get me started.
Fuck!
Don't get me started on these parents.
Sucks.
Oh.
Fuck! Dallas sucks.
Hold on. Fuck! I got stuck in that screen.
Yeah. She says, don't get me started on these parents who let their kids run all over them. Right?
What does that mean? She talking about the Godzilla
Horse and I
Hello Kitty?
We have no idea what you're talking about, Liz.
Well, Godzilla Hello Kitty, maybe, where Ryan's out looking. Is that what it is? I don't know. I gotta clean my glasses. Sorry. I can't see shit right now. I see a blurry Canadian leaf hat. I should have cleaned them before the show started, but I was busy. There we go. I had to make sure I had my drink. You know who else drinks Diet A&W root beer? You know who else drinks this?
I do not.
She loves it. Janet Rome. That is Janet Rome's favorite soft
Really?
drink.
I thought she was a Pepsi drinker.
No. Well, she does the Pepsi at the movie theater where she drops
with the popcorn.
Because you can't buy this at the movie theater. They don't have diet. They just have regular root beer.
That's right.
But yeah, Janet Rome and I drink the same drink.
All right.
Does
nice.
anyone want to touch me? He said poon and not allowed on Rome, apparently.
Jay says the local grade school wants to hire me to watch kids at the playground and keep them in line. That's going to last about 5 seconds.
That's funny.
Fuck!
That's really funny. You can't even keep your dog. You can't even get your dog to take a deuce when you're out walking it. You're like, hurry up, dog, dump, so I can go back inside. Right. So we've done in the past. Wait, what else did I have? Oh, the other thing I want to know is I caught the last 5 minutes of Rome. I mean, the last 2 days at work have been fucking crazy.
Yeah, it was like mostly Browns stuff, like
was it?
Deshaun Watson.
Oh, and Jed York.
And Jed York, and it was typical. And he had a couple interviews, and I didn't listen to the interviews. I was just listening, and then I threw a few tweets out there. I wasn't watching the chat.
Got it.
I threw out a few Twitter X's.
V and the Fee supposedly has a video, and I went to his feed and I couldn't find it. So how'd you send it in? If V shows up, because he comes in, he'll say two things and then leave, which is fine. But don't let him leave. I want to find out where that video is.
Get out of here.
He had a video for the Great Equalizer anniversary. Liz wants you to play next. He's not your jukebox, Liz.
Next. Yeah. Hang on. Heck, I have a drop for that one. Here's the one that I got that what was the one that I had that
we can just ask Bacon to play drops all day.
Yeah, right.
Oh, dude. So I was looking for, check this out. I was looking for your drop. I don't want to spoil it yet.
You won't even know which one this is, I guarantee. Okay, here it is.
Are you playing it backwards?
No. So this is the one that Liz telling me what to drop and everything, which we're joking here.
Yeah,
Obviously, it's a bit, okay?
I'm not some GD button pusher.
Nice. Yes. Yes.
So
look at what I was looking for. I was looking for the exact one, and there's so many, and they sound like yours. I don't know if I got the right one or not. But check this out. We've got Joker laughs. It sounds like this one, but I don't think it is because I don't hear the alarm.
That's the beginning of it. So play it.
I hear the boo boo. It is that one.
It's
so that's
the same
not
laugh.
an alarm. It's the music they play under him because it's
yeah. But okay, so it sounds
this
just
one
like
isn't
it because
as hyper as
right.
yours.
But and this one has two laughs in it, and he starts talking after the first laugh in yours. Play yours again.
Yeah, it's not long enough.
Okay, and then this one here.
See,
so that one I got from the podcast.
Oh, wait, no, that's a long cut. Wait, there's a Joker. Laugh. Come on. Come on. Come on. I don't need titles.
It goes.
I love how they painted over his mustache because it was in his contract.
Because he didn't want to.
He didn't want to shave it. Yeah.
Shave it.
Hey,
so Liz says this is her favorite.
Wiener.
And then this one.
Right.
Next. She likes those.
Next. So we were doing brothel reviews, which have been great, and I'm going to go back to those.
That's right.
I don't want to go to the well too often, repeatedly, because I guess too often or repeatedly is the same thing.
Can I make a suggestion? You really don't need to go to the brothel reviews with Dino because you're getting enough of the stuff. But
yeah,
the thing
Dino,
is
that show's fat.
He brought it up, so it's good. Give him credit,
right? Right. But he's got lots of content.
But yeah, so you really don't need to go to that. And actually, speaking of,
Liz is like brothel reviews. Where have you been, Liz? I've done like 12 episodes with brothel reviews.
Last night's show, so it was Colleen and Corey.
Yes,
she's very talented. I thought that was really cool. And I was being a meathead in the chat with all of the, existentialism versus nihilism. Let's debate it, right?
I knew this,
and you knew that. No, but see, here's the funny thing. My father-in-law had a PhD in philosophy from Notre Dame. So legit and everything, right?
Legit.
But the problem is that so I question a lot of it though, because very intelligent man academically. Common sense wise, he's a fucking idiot. Okay, may lightning strike me down if you like. Okay, God bless him. Whatever. He's a fucking common sense idiot. Now the thing is, the other thing that's funny about it is, his favorite philosopher was Richard Rorty, who was a pragmatist, but he was a neo-pragmatist. And you think of, okay, don't get into all the vernacular and lingo. Okay, pragmatism, being practical, basically, right?
Right.
My father-in-law was one of the most impractical people that I know,
Right.
and yet his favorite philosopher was a neo-pragmatist. I'm like, he was a total contradiction of himself his
Contrarian.
entire life.
Yes.
It's like, he had seven university degrees and everything, and my wife would be up there. You know, it is what it is.
Listen,
My wife.
She obviously very intelligent and everything. He had 7 university degrees,
Right.
Horse. 7.
we've met people that are very, very intelligent and have 0 street smarts.
There you go. Exactly.
They're the people that will get ripped off on the phishing scam and whatever. You know, be like,
Yep.
And
some
then
of the
there's
most
people with
some of the
really
most
good street smarts like me that can't pronounce nihilism or
Who cares?
nihilism.
Some of the most intelligent, naturally intelligent people that I know don't have a practical education. Don't have, and some of the people that I've gone to school with, and then I went 8 years of university. Okay, eventually the shit will come out.
Right.
Just let it go. Don't worry about it, people. You don't have to worry about my level of education. Just know that I went for a while. Okay.
A while.
And I will say my undergraduate degree. I will say I have an undergraduate degree in honors biology, with a major in physiology and a double minor in biochemistry and immunology. There you go. Very, very difficult subjects. I'm a pretty intelligent guy. But it didn't come from college.
No.
It didn't mostly come from college.
Dude, I'm telling you, if the freaking World War III and the bombs went off and we had to move up in the mountains,
yeah,
I am confident in my survival skills. Here's my best example of someone that's. Here's my best example. Dio says, Fred, who's an astrophysicist, he's a dumbass. Okay, so
100%.
Here's my perfect example of this. And this person, unfortunately, this person passed away. I hate, but it's my perfect example. There was a person, a family that came up here to visit Oregon. It's got to be about 15 years now. And so they come up here and it's wintertime or whatever. And they had it, if it was 15 years ago. Anyway, they had the GPS and the map quest and all that stuff for the car, right? So they came up here visiting from the Bay Area, California. And this guy was really super intelligent nerd that worked on one of these tech companies. And he was really high up in the company. And he knew how to program the stuff and debug the stuff and everything else. So they come up here on vacation. It's winter. And it's got the GPS. And they're trying to cut over to the coast. And they went on a road that is closed for the winter, or at least closed during the snow, and they got stuck in a snowstorm. The stuff he did was so... it was not very smart stuff. First of all, they got stuck in the car, and they had 2 infants, and one was still breastfeeding, and the wife, right? So they're stuck there for like 2 days. And then he decides to take the tires off the car and burn them to make a search.
Yeah.
I've
heard of this story. I heard this story. Yeah, I've heard this story.
And it's like, dude, you might want the tires because it may, you might get a good day where, some of it starts melting a little bit and whatever. Yeah. Now you've just getting ready. And they started wandering. He found a cabin and he left that and he was looking for help and whatever. He did so many things that were wrong. Common sense wrong.
Yeah.
And he died of exposure.
Yeah.
And then
I remember
they found the family.
We talked about this. I think we talked about this story.
Well, it's my favorite example of not being very intelligent and being not very savvy.
I remember being in a group setting, and I'm going to say maybe it was the train wreck. I don't know. But I remember you telling this story.
This is my favorite story.
I remember you telling that. So the people get very narrow-minded on certain things, and it's
yeah.
It's interesting, too.
Burned
because
his tires.
Like I said, like degrees and titles and stuff like it doesn't impress me. Okay, my wife has a doctorate. Okay,
Yeah.
You know what? We go by our first names. We don't. It's just it. Okay, if
You don't go
really
by
wanna know,
Dr. Bacon?
yeah, exactly.
Hey,
So
Dr. Bacon.
If you have I could show you my business card. I've got 9 letters on the past my name. 11 if you count the Dive Master one. Okay, big
Letters.
effing deal. Letters,
Right.
like my degrees, that goes across. Like you list the degrees.
Wasn't
Like
there some
honors,
political wife or
Bachelor
something
of Science and stuff
that
like that.
she was being called doctor and she wasn't a medical doctor? She was a
Jill Biden.
yeah.
Yeah, she's an act. She's got like a PhD or something, and
But
and
she's
you
not a
get- you get
doctor.
idiots.
I mean, she's a
not
doctor, but
hang
not
on
a
second.
doctor.
She's a doctor, and the problem is with people is when a lot of people will just assume like, doctor, medical doctor, not necessary,
Right.
not necessarily true.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
It's like with my wife's
My wife.
her degree is a clinical degree. She has a clinical.
I gotta drop this.
degree.
I'm sorry, I gotta drop this on Gail.
You racist piece of shit.
Okay, go
There
ahead.
you go. She has a doctorate in clinical psychology. Okay, it's not a PhD; it's a PSYD. It's a clinical degree, which means that she does therapy. You have PhDs in psychology. Did I say philosophy? I meant to say psychology.
You were yeah.
Yeah, and then you have PhDs in psychology who are research oriented, academic oriented. Okay, they're still doctors. Their name is they have a doctorate. Okay, you get an honorary degree from a university. You have okay, it's a doctor. But
Right, like the
people always
actors get,
automatically
Tom
assume,
Hanks and
doctor
stuff, they
means
get
medical doctor, which doesn't
doctorates.
mean chiropractors, doctors, optometrists, doctors, dentists.
Is a chiropractor
doctors.
a doctor?
Yes, it is considered a doctoral
All
degree.
right.
Okay,
All right,
it's not a medical degree.
got it.
Just like an optometrist, it is not a medical degree. A dentist, it is not a medical. Now, if you go to an oral surgeon, they are essentially a medical doctor because they go to
So
that.
that's why
extra-
they charge 3 times more to extract
Exactly.
my tooth.
Yeah. So the long and the short of it is that shit doesn't impress me when people go on and off about this and that. And everything. We see it in the diving industry all the time. You go out and diving, okay? We'll go to say we'll go down to Mexico to go diving. The person that goes,
They do
I'm
have
an
cool
instructor, I'm a dive master, stay the fuck away from them because the people that you want to hang out with are just the people that you see and you see that they've got the skills and they don't go on off and on about it unless
Chirping how
someone
great they
asks
are.
them.
Yeah.
Unless someone asks them and they say, okay, what's your certification? They say, I'm a dive master. Oh, okay, well, whatever.
You know, I'm sure that guy that took those people and exploded down by the Titanic was a dive master. But I don't know that really did anything for anybody.
But I've been diving with people that are diving like instructor trainers, which means they're not just an instructor. They instruct people how to become instructors. So it's like the top tier of them, instructor trainers. And I've dove with better divers who are just basic advanced open water divers, and they are better physical divers. They have better skills
They just don't have
than
the
instructor
certification.
trainers.
Yeah.
So it's ridiculous. But we're
Getting
getting off on a tangent.
chiropractors do have cool pens. The bent pens.
They do bent pens.
Yes.
Liz says I'm an introvert, but most think I'm extro because of my anxiety. Well, see, that portrays that, but also Liz, I think a lot of it has to do with the confidence that's displayed in your voice. You got a great voice. You got a great voice. You got a great laugh. People have said it in the chat. People have said it in other shows.
Wait,
her
is her
voice
laugh better than the
great.
Joker?
I don't know, Liz. Can you give us a laugh?
Might be.
So, yeah. So it's funny because and people can bullshit. There's people out there that are bullshit artists that they come off as but it is what it is. Gail says she's a drywall master. You said master.
Nice.
My dad.
It
worked
is
with a
what
guy,
it is, or Liz is what Liz is. Liz.
Liz is what it is. Yeah.
Liz is what it is.
My dad.
My monitor just went down for a second. Okay, I thought we were going to do a reboot.
My dad worked with a guy named Fred Bader.
Oh,
and he was a master mechanic.
Oh, jeez.
Warvet said something interesting earlier. I gotta find it. What did he
Horace,
say?
how excited are you about the Portland Fire's new mascot? You know what? I'm not even excited about the Trailblazers right now, honestly.
Yeah,
With this
yeah.
stupid owner. I
you've
wish
been on
would
about
take
it. You're
the
like,
team-
they could leave and you wouldn't care.
Fucking
so Warvet,
Tom Dundon. He can kiss my ass. I don't care if they
Warvet
leave.
says-
I really don't. He's such a douchebag.
Horvat says college makes you stupid smart. Yeah, I wanted to get that out there because that was a great
Stupid
quote.
smart.
College makes you
Right.
stupid smart.
Right.
Yeah,
There you
exactly.
That's right.
go. That's right. Let's do some Yelp reviews. So we did the brothel reviews. Apparently Liz didn't know about it, but they are funny. And so I just did a Google search, the 17 most hilarious reviews we've ever seen on Yelp from So Yummy. I didn't know So Yummy was a website, but apparently it is. So let's see if they're truly funny. Sometimes when someone says the 17 funniest things and I start reading them, they're not very funny. But
So yummy.
Yummy.
So yummy.
Yummy.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. We all
playing.
have those apps.
Play.
Okay.
That sounds delicious.
Number one, ice cream. Okay, number one. This is for an ice cream place or something. The entire kitchen and wait staff saw an ice cream truck. Oh, wait. It's not an ice cream place. It's a restaurant. The entire kitchen and wait staff saw an ice cream truck and ran outside, leaving me alone in the restaurant. 10 minutes later, they all came back with ice cream cones. I still can't believe this actually happened. So they're in a restaurant, and all of a sudden, the ice cream truck comes by, and everybody working in the restaurant goes out, comes back 10 minutes later, eating ice cream cones. That's funny.
Stop it!
I wish they'd tell what these are. Oh! No, it just tells the reviewer. It doesn't tell what the restaurant is. Okay, so pizza place,
So the
maybe?
people doing the review are complaining that everyone went out to get ice cream.
Yes.
Basically.
Little bitches. Yeah, I mean,
That's
if
right.
you're in a restaurant, okay, this is a 1 star. Such an awful place. I think it's a pizza place. Such an awful place. They won't deliver to San Antonio. Liz, you live in Texas. Is that a bad thing? The pizza was too flat. They wouldn't accept cheeseburgers as topping. They wouldn't accept my currency that I made up, Kurt coins. There aren't nearly enough toilets to accommodate a football team. Okay, this is stupid. It's a made up. All right, so far we're I mean, the ice cream one was all right. 1 star. Took a first date here because I really wanted to be the last. I wanted it to be the last date. Unfortunately, the food came out delicious and very fresh taste. Okay, I'm already sick of this. It's dumb.
Yeah.
All
right.
It's
Next.
hey, So Yummy. I was giving you a plug. Don't go to So Yummy because it's so icky.
Hey!
What do you think of that? It's icky. Check this out. I saw this yesterday. This is
I
one
think
of those.
yeah. I think, but I think that the review that we're gonna have to give to the review is
Fucking thing sucks.
Absolutely. That was the stupidest. I always debate whether or not I read the story first or I read it with the audience so it can be funny for everybody and I can,
stick with it because the vast majority of the time that's the way to go.
It works.
You'll get a dud.
audience.
You'll get a dud every once in a
go
while.
by
like
the
this
headline.
one. Yeah.
Check this out. This is just a story in the Daily Star. Baby born with 4 arms and 4 legs after rare parasitic twinning case stuns doctors. That's crazy. Can you imagine if 12wood and his brother were just one person with 4 arms and 4 legs? That'd be crazy. Anyway, I'm not going to read the story, but
I'm an asshole.
I saw that and I'm like, oh man, that is. I mean, it's like a Siamese twin, but it's not. It's one person.
Keep reminding us, Liz. We'll get to Dolly.
Dolly Parton. What?
No, she just wanted some
You can
thoughts
go
on
for it.
Dolly.
You can go for it. We're in the middle of
Okay,
a break.
so Dolly Parton was always tremendously talented. She wrote a lot of cool songs. The go-to that a lot of people already know is she wrote that the
Jolene.
song that I Will Always Love You. Is it?
Oh yeah, that was in Best Little Whorehouse in Texas.
I thought it was in The Bodyguard.
No, it
wasn't
was okay. So Dolly Parton
First-
sung it in Best Little Whorehouse in Texas.
First,
It reappeared
I didn't
in The Bodyguard with
Bodyguard.
Whitney Houston,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
she was not eligible for an Oscar for that because it had already been used in a movie before.
Interesting. Okay,
Yes.
see, you learn something every day.
You know how I know it was in the Best Little Horror House in Texas? Because my aunt took me to see that because I got to see that when I was like 13.
Yeah.
And I got to see boobs. I'm like, thank you, Aunt.
So I have to say that her plastic surgeon was phenomenal. Her and Cher, probably the best plastic surgeons ever.
Oh, Cher.
Yeah, and then she had these like really long nails, but she tuned her guitar to a chord so that she could just basically play along, but she could play. And then God bless her, she took care of her. She was tried and true Tennessee volunteer. You know, she loved it. She loved Tennessee. Took care of her husband. What was his name? I forget what his name was. Carl something or other. He died last year. Talked to my mom because my parents used to listen to a lot of country when we were back. My mom, she said she probably died of a broken heart.
Maybe.
Apparently she didn't take good care of herself while she was taking care of her husband. So that was the thing. The one of the coolest things that she did most recently was she was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Yes, one of those things. She said, why are you inducting me into this thing? So you couldn't ask for a better response than that. So yeah, God bless her. Rest in peace. She is up in the great beyond, however you want to believe it, with her hubby. She's happy and not suffering.
Go-Gurt is yummy. By the way, best Twitter handle ever. Fat kids love cake is here.
Love cake. Yep. Cool.
That is great.
Yeah. What was the thing with the Go-Gurt? I heard that near the end of the show. Was it? What is Go-Gurt?
Go-Gurt is yogurt that's in one of those squeeze tubes where you can squeeze it in your mouth. It's for kids usually. I'm assuming.
Okay. All right.
Remember we had push pops when we were a kid. The push pops.
We'll probably get that in Canadistan in like 2035, probably. We always get stuff late. I told you,
we're
man.
Not
we're still
waiting. Talk about the T word.
No. I wasn't even going there.
No,
with
I
that.
know you weren't, but I knew the chat would. So I'm already.
No, dude, we're still waiting for the purple horseshoes and the Lucky Charms.
Yeah. Oh wow. That's
right.
That's
a joke. Yeah.
Purple horseshoes, dude. I remember when Lucky Charms was blue moons, clovers. No, yellow moons, blue diamonds, clovers.
Right, exactly.
And there was
That's
one more.
That's a joke. Did you get that one?
We had 4. What was
we
the
like
other
to
one?
have fun here.
What? They didn't have rainbows yet and horseshoes yet. It was 4. It was moons, diamonds, clovers.
40!
What was the last one?
34.
It was pink. Whatever it was pink. Hearts, maybe? Hearts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was it. You got 4. You got
40.
4. You got 4 marshmallow flavors, and you liked it. My favorite
40.
cereal was Blueberry.
40!
Blueberry was my favorite. Blueberry. Orange Stars. There you go. Good job. So there were 5.
Right. Nice.
There were 5.
I would assume that something in a little tube, whatever, the Go-Gurt is probably shitty. It's interesting though. Yogurt, it's an interesting topic. Like some people really like certain brands and they will swear by them, but then when they find out that they're not all that healthy, like that Activia, they're like, "Yeah, getting your probiotics and everything," and it's like it's not a great yogurt. It's full of sugar and it's funny. And then
Activia?
like Yoplait and yeah,
but do the live enzymes work? Do they?
Well, apparently, but the problem is that it's full of sugar.
Oh, that's. I mean, yeah.
Which is not good. Which is
it's not
really,
healthy.
It's not that good for you. Yeah.
Let's see. What do I want to go to? I
used to say that so and so has
Brute.
yogurt has more culture than so and so.
You know what's funny about Fruit Brute? I thought that was some new thing to go with Count Chocula, Frankenberry, and Boo Berry. Fruit Brute was out in like the 60s, and I'm like, what? They just got rid of it. Fruit Brute cereal.
Who is Dr. Semmering again? Is that Baki?
That is Baki.
Baki's in the house. What's up?
So Fruit Brute was discontinued in 1982.
Uh-huh.
Oh, this sounds gross. Fruit-flavored cereal pieces with lime-flavored marshmallows? Lime with milk?
That's right.
Citrus and milk just do not sound
It
good
doesn't. No. I mean, if you're trying to make cottage cheese
Right.
Or buttermilk, you know?
That's gross. Yeah. So here's the history of the monsters. That's what I grew up with. But apparently there was a Fruit Brute. Where's the
As
Fruit
part
Brute?
of those series. So how many were
No.
there? So Frankenberry, Count Chocula, Boo Berry.
There he is.
And Fruit Brute.
But he was discontinued in 1982, apparently. I'd never heard of it before.
Bye-bye.
Remember the toys in the cereal? That's what the cereal was all about.
Yeah.
What were you going to get for a toy? My
dump it out and then
favorite
try and get
toy-
it back in there.
The best toy I ever got was a little submarine, and it had tablets, and you put the tablets in there, and they were like, they made bubbles, and it would sink, and then the bubbles would build up, and it would come up to the top, and then the bubbles would go away, and it would sink again. And
G.I. Joe up your ass?
Yeah, I did not have a G.I. Joe in my ass. I do remember, though, taking a bath with my two other cousins, and someone did crap in the bathtub.
Yeah. My brother, one of my brothers did that before.
What? How does that happen?
Well, I mean,
why does
kids,
everyone have a
right?
story about?
Well, because
someone
the
crapping in the
water's
bathtub?
warm and it's
That's
soothing.
what I'm wondering. Does it?
And you relax and.
Why does
We're all
everyone poop in
relaxed.
the bathtub? Why do little boys poop in the bathtub? Because I was taking a bath when we were, 5, 6, 4, whatever it was, and we're in the bathtub and we're playing. We got the toys and everything. All of a sudden, there's a turd in the tub.
Yeah, that is
What
this.
the
I
hell?
would say that this is probably the bathtub fart, or the bathtub turd.
That would make bubbles. That's the bathtub poop.
You think so? Okay.
That's a poop. That's too wet. It was a turd.
That's too wet.
And there's nothing worse than taking a bath and all of a sudden you see a turd. I couldn't get out of the bathtub fast enough.
Eric says he still poops in the bathtub.
Oh, God. Is Jay the one that talks about pooping in the shower and you create the waffle?
You could
trying to
waffle, push it down with your foot.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Who the hell pees or poops in the bathtub? Apparently everyone's got to poop. And why don't you poop in the bathtub when you're by yourself? Why is it always when it's, several kids? I never pooped in the bathtub by myself. What the hell? Baki says, Han Horse, I will send you a clip. Can you put it here live? I just want to show you how I surprised the kids.
Live!
And what kind of the monster I was. Will you do it for me? I mean, maybe. Baki. The problem is, Baki, here's my problem. If I do it for you, all of a sudden, Jay is going to say, you didn't play my video, and Larry won't say, oh, you didn't play my video, but I'll do it for you. You know what? You got to live outside the country for me to do this. I'm going to make a little exception. So if you live in Europe, I will play your video. But if you live in
Europe, are you serious?
Ooh, the Germans are mad at me. I'm so scared. Ooh, the
Dude,
Germans.
when Gail's
That must have
friend
been
was
going
on,
off in your
that
head.
was going in my head the whole time.
Ooh, the Germans are mad at me.
You know what? I will say the C word making an appearance on the show. I'm guessing the C word over there is not as like.
Oh, well, actually, in the UK, they use it a lot.
Yes. I'm guessing it's not as abrasive as it is in the U.S. The C word. C word over here. Someone says the C word. You could be in a building with all these people talking. All of a sudden, you can hear a pin drop. Like someone say the C word.
Oh, somebody says the C word.
Yeah.
It's almost like, I wouldn't say it's beyond calling somebody a dumbass, but it's not
C
much
word
more
is
beyond that.
Way.
No, for here, I'm talking about in the UK.
Oh, in UK, yeah.
In the UK, it's above
exactly.
dumbass.
It's like, it's playful, like, yeah.
But I think like you said, the perfect word. It's not as abrasive as we find it here in
No,
North
not
America.
cooter. The CU word, CUNT, was uttered on the show by a German. Hey,
really?
Ooh, the Germans are mad at me.
So you sent me 2 pictures. Oh, I'm not putting this on the air, or am I? Can I?
They're just, it's just 2 pictures. There's no license plate or
did you
anything.
send them to me to look at in private or to put on the show?
No, this is my wife's car.
My wife.
Okay.
I have pictures of her with her car, but yeah. So
that is
the new,
a pretty red.
Yeah, it's
that's
a really
what we
good
used to
red.
call the Porsches that had the candy apple red. That is candy apple red.
Yeah.
If you had a Porsche in the 80s that was candy apple red, you had the sweet ride. That is nice.
Yeah.
Look
It
at
rides
that.
really nice. It's
What's
got
that
some
when
really nice
all
features.
these wives, my wife got a brand new car, your
My
wife got a
wife,
brand new car. I'm guessing you didn't get a brand new car. I didn't get a brand new car.
Actually, I'll send you the other picture that was kind of funny.
That is
so
a nice
I forget
looking
the-
ride, dude.
So-
Once again, we looked at these. These are in the top 5
Mhm.
most reliable vehicles. So good on her.
So it's funny because when we went to the dealership before we went up to the lake, so a couple weeks ago, they had a silver Corvette in the showroom, and like it's a 2026 Vet, and it is.
Oh, the new ones. I love the new ones. They look like
Dude,
exotics.
They
Fool me every time. I'm always thinking, is that a McLaren? Is that a Ferrari? Oh, it's a Vet.
When you're driving down the road, it
they
throws
always
you.
fool me right now.
Yeah. So here
Game of
is.
Thrones
I'm sending you. I'm sending you the one that was in
fair
there,
enough.
and you gotta look at the sign that's up on the top of it. So there was only one vet in there 2-3 weeks ago when we went in. We went in today to pick up the car. There were 3 vets there, and I'm
Hold
like,
on. Pause. Did you see V in the chat? Did you see V in the chat? V, I want that video. V, I looked on your feed. I want the video of the Equalizer. I couldn't find it. Yes, please DM me the video. V, do not leave. Okay, Corvette. I just want to make sure because he
no,
leaves.
it's cool. No,
He leaves real
it's
quick.
cool. Yeah. So there were 3 vets in the showroom today, and I'm like, somebody's telling me something. So my wife doesn't have really any vices. You know, nothing like she doesn't drink, she doesn't smoke, she doesn't gamble.
My vice
she
is
doesn't,
food. That's
none of
it.
that stuff.
Food.
Yeah, we would say that. Yeah, that's a bit of a vice. The one vice that she did have was these running skirts that she got all this fabric, and these ladies got in this big group and they were making these
Running
themed
skirts?
running skirts. So they would get
Wow.
this fabric that would have like like Disney and Star Wars themes to them and stuff, and they would make these running skirts. Anyways, she's probably got about 100 of them. So a little bit of a vice there. Ooh. But the cars, she's always leased a car. So that's really her only vice. Well, she's leased cars since we've been married.
Wife called. She said it's okay. That's funny.
Yeah, right?
That's nice.
So she actually said today, she looked at the price of the one, and it was like a little over $100,000. And she's like, I keep on getting all these new cars, and you've had pickup trucks for like the last 15 years. She was like, if you wanted to like lease one of these for like 2 years, and she said, get it out of your system, I'd be all for it. I'm like, no, we don't have a garage big enough to put that thing in, and that's not staying outside.
No,
and plus
you can't
we get winter here. You can't drive it during the winter.
That's the downside. That's got the Hollywood top,
and it's got the really really nice red interior, and it's silver. That picture doesn't do it justice. The lights
I'm
were
sure
shit
it
in there.
doesn't. Wow,
that is a really really classic metallic silver, and I love the metallic silver.
I like the Hollywood top almost better than a convertible.
I do too.
Because
I agree.
when you don't want the noise, it drowns out the noise. Where the convertible, you're going to hear all the noise.
That's right.
Okay, Baki sent me a video. Let me play this real quick. Audio is important. Baki, stop producing the show. I will play it. I know there's audio on it. Okay, so here's. Oh wow.
Is that Mike Myers?
This is Baki. He's scaring his kids.
Yeah, it's Mike Myers. It's Mike Myers' mask.
His daughter does know karate.
And this is actually the Halloween music.
Oh, I'm gonna get dinged. It's all right. What is this for, Baki? Was that last year at Halloween? Huh?
Yeah, we kind of need some context here.
Yeah.
I'm looking back.
Do they do that in Europe every day? What's that? Where'd V go? Is he going to send it to me?
Yeah, there was no explanation for the video in the chat.
Not the Halloween music. It was a terrible generic version. Good, because the Halloween music would get it muted.
Yeah.
All right. So back to your. You have no desire to get a Corvette.
No, I mean,
I wouldn't get
so
one
impractical.
for 2 years.
Yeah, well, see, but if I had a proper storage, like for the garage, like we're barely going to be able to get that Equinox in our garage. Our garage is tiny. I got to move some stuff around to make sure it fits in there comfortably. So
is that the last? Okay, apparently that was Halloween. Halloween. Okay, got it.
Cool.
I emailed it to Rome, so hopefully Rome will show it. He won't. They only played clips from it. I guess I'm not going to get it. V's still he's holding out hope Rome will show it. No, they pulled it. They showed a couple of stills from it. They said they weren't going to run it on the show. They just played.
Oh, Baki's saying we were mentioning monsters. So that's why.
There we go.
There we go.
All right.
Okay. Yeah.
It is. Sometimes,
it's difficult to follow sometimes for us.
Yeah, no. That's the thing too, is when you're doing the show and you're talking about something here, by the time you see the chat, you've already moved on. Check this out. This is a weird story, and I do weird news, right? This is from New York Post. Heart surgery. Right. Listen to this. Heart surgery cured a man's stage 4 skin cancer, but left him with a bizarre new condition. So I read this article. This is the one time I actually read through it to see if it was going to be like, what? Heart surgery cured his stage 4 skin cancer. What? Made no sense to me. It's a medical domino effect no one could have seen coming. A 60-year-old man in Australia who is suffering from stage 4 melanoma, the deadliest form of skin cancer, and it had spread to several other places, including his liver and thigh bone. While he was in treatment, he had to undergo unrelated heart surgery and was stunned to learn months later that his tumors had vanished. Quote, I was surprised, shocked, and relieved to hear the cancer had completely disappeared. I couldn't control my emotions, said the man, identified in the BMJ case study as Mr. A. 2 years after the heart surgery, Mr. A had life-threatening allergic reaction to a bee sting, which he had never had before. That was noteworthy because he had never been allergic before. He was sure of it, since he had been stung dozens of times. While a sudden bee allergy may seem totally unrelated to heart surgery, the authors of the case study believe it could be a major clue in why his cancer had disappeared years prior. What makes his complete remission especially shocking is how far his cancer developed. Cancer is much harder to treat once it's metastasized, to distant parts of the body, as it happened in this case. Basically, I'm going to give you the synopsis and not go through all the clinical whatever. He had the heart surgery, and while he was healing from this open heart surgery, it turned on his immune system, and it became aware that he had cancer, and it started targeting the cancer. His white blood cells started targeting the cancer, but then now he's allergic to bee stings because it hyperized his, if that's even a word, his immune system. So it made it super aggressive, his immune system.
His immune system, yeah.
So then he developed some allergies to things he wasn't allergic before. So it's kind of weird that, and listen, the interesting thing for me when I read this is I'm always aware of they're doing they're looking for ways to do the cancer treatments where they do the gene splicing or whatever, and they make the immune system aware of something that it wouldn't be aware of.
Gonna blow your mind a little bit here.
Tumors.
So
go for it.
So I told you, I had a minor in immunology. Well, my honors dissertation was based on a protein called the tumor necrosis factor. And what the tumor necrosis factor is, it's made by white blood cells.
Necrosis is death, right? That's dying.
Yeah, necrosis is death. Yeah. It's sort of mislabeled, but what it does is it triggers inflammation to help your body fight infections. That's why when you get an infection, your body temperature goes up, and that's what kills infections because they can't stand the higher temperature. That's why you get a fever. Now, that's the pros and cons of fever. Everybody knows all about that. So what we were doing was we were trying to look at ways to get that to attack certain blood cancers. So we were using, and it's a long story, but we were using rabbit blood because it had certain enzymes and factors to it that we could bind the tumor necrosis factor to the hemoglobin, and it would lyse or explode the blood cells.
Oh wow, yeah.
So
all
basically,
the blood cells are just the cancerous blood cells.
Well, see, just the blood cells in general. So the whole key was, and we're talking like back in like the early 90s that we were doing this.
Right.
So now once you find out and you get the factor that you could be able to do that and target it, now it's up to, usually it's the chemists that work with the biologists, and they figure out, okay, how do we target that? How do we target specific things? And the thing is about cancer, like you had said, like with cancer, there are times when you're taking chemicals to kill off the cancer before it kills you, right? But there's other treatments that utilize, like you had said, your immune system to fight off the cancer, almost like an infection.
Yes.
Which is why cancer is so difficult to treat, because all the different cancers are all different, and they're constantly mutating. So it's hard to keep up with them, right?
Yeah.
And now you had brought up a point, and I have to it was a really, really good point, and I've been sitting on this for a little while. You were really impressed by the AI and helping you solve the problems and everything, and you said AI is going to cure cancer one day.
I think so as well.
Okay. I'm going to disagree to a certain extent. AI is going to help us identify things that are going to allow us to find cures, because AI can only sort through the information that's already there. The cure for cancer hasn't been found yet.
It can move it forward, and then
but what it's doing is
again.
it's analyzing the factors. So and getting back to what I was talking about, if we were able to figure out which protein to use to target certain things, well, instead of us having to do multiple experiments to find out which one works, AI is the one that's going to find that for us.
Right, and that's what I mean.
To say that AI is going to cure cancer, I think is a misrepresentation. AI is going to be a huge factor in sorting through the minutia so that we can cure cancer.
Yeah, I mean, that's semantics.
No, it's total semantics. It's total. But to say that AI is going to cure cancer,
right. It's not like the AI is going to like develop a robot and it's going to go into your body and go. Bzzz.
We are going to cure cancer with the help of AI.
Yeah, it's going to say, you should try this, and it's going to go. Everyone's going to go, oh, we never even considered that. And then you try it, and they go, we tried it, and we only had this result. Well, now you've got to do this, and it'll help push it. So the way I saw the way that they explained AI, because you're trying to explain it to people that don't know what it is and they don't understand or whatever. They basically, the example I liked the best was when we made the nuclear bomb called the Manhattan Project. You took the smartest minds in the country, you put them in this camp, and you let them figure it out. And they didn't leave, and they stayed there, and they lived there and everything else, because it was a war against, the Axis powers, right? We had to find the atomic bomb before they did, because they were also, the Germans were also researching it.
It's the superstars of scientists.
But what they did in years you could have taken all those smart minds, and the AI can take what it took years to do and comp down those same
100%
things in
because
hours.
AI, also because it's faster. AI doesn't have to sleep. AI doesn't have to eat. AI doesn't have to shit.
And it can compute just so much faster
it could just
than the
go.
human brain.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I agree 100%.
And that's what I think.
100%.
The computations will finally get us answers to some of the things. And
again, it's that repetition of like the scientific method of, trial, and going over things and going over things and going over things and saying, well, we have this. The thing that's going to hold stuff back is the human trials, because we do all these experiments with animals, and we won't even debate.
But on stage 4 cancer, you can fast track that stuff now. Back in the day, you could.
Some of the stuff, when somebody doesn't have a hope in hell,
right?
Like, ask them. Leave it up to them. Have them sign a waiver. I'm
Right.
gonna fucking die anyways.
Right.
Let me try it.
There's
Right?
some new stuff on pancreatic cancer I've seen in the last 6 months. They think they might have that one licked, and that's what took Steve Jobs out, took the host of Jeopardy out.
Well, you
Patrick
understand
Swayze.
why though, right? It's the vascularity of liver's bad too. Pancreas is even worse.
Liver, I lost an uncle to liver cancer. Yeah.
Have you ever seen what a pancreas or what a liver looks
No,
like?
I know what a liver looks like.
Pancreas,
not a pancreas.
the pancreas and the liver, they're the two big filters, and the spleen as well. They're two three very large filters. So if you look at them, what they are is it's just a whole network of blood vessels surrounded by mush. So how are you supposed to surgically?
Right. Yeah.
It spreads everywhere. There's no way to contain it.
Right.
So the cool thing is, like spleen, you hear about people with blunt force trauma, you remove the spleen.
Yeah.
Because otherwise they'll bleed out. You can't
Yeah.
you can't sit there and try and stop all of the bleeding on all of these
there's
blood
organs
vessels.
we can remove, like the spleen,
Get it the
the
hell out of there.
gallbladder. You can live
yeah.
without a
Now,
gallbladder.
there's consequences to doing that,
Right.
but the person's going to still be able to live a rather
Right, you have
normal
to
life.
change your
Same
diet
thing
on
with
the
kidney.
gallbladder.
You can live with one kidney,
Yeah.
stuff like that, right? But
I
like,
lost an aunt and uncle to kidney cancer.
Yep.
And
It can
my
be pretty
mom,
nasty.
they had to check her on it, and they thought she had something going on. It wasn't cancerous, but yeah, that's crazy.
Jay says his
Aquanet,
wiener is the
aging
biggest
yourself.
filter.
Aquanet. I remember the girls in high school in the 80s putting a whole can of Aquanet in their hair. Remember the big hair of the 80s, the girls?
Oh, yeah.
You know what? My wife, she just showed me. So we're going through her
My
parents'
wife,
stuff because we're getting ready to sell their house. So she's finding all these old pictures. God, there is a picture of my wife, and I met her late in life, right? So
My wife.
she wasn't in her like 20s when I met her. So when you see young pictures of someone, you met them in their late 30s, and they're in high school. She's got a picture with 2 Japanese exchange students, and she's sitting there, and she's got to be about 14 or 15.
Racist piece of shit.
And her face is like this. And I'm like, I know what that face is. And she goes, I don't know why I'm making that face. I go, I know exactly why you're making that face. Because your mom said, go over there and sit for the picture. And you go, I don't want to. And she goes, no, Laura, go over there.
Racist piece of shit.
Take a picture. And she went over there, and that was the face you make when you don't want your parents to take your picture. You just go.
Yeah.
Because you want to make sure I'll do what I'm being told. I'm not smiling for it.
Go take a picture with the Japanese people.
Let's talk about Chinese people.
Right.
You racist piece of shit.
Wait, Tyler said, in short, 1, it is trained on massive data sets, text, images, which is why it's called large language models. AI is actually not a descriptive thing right now because it is not artificial intelligence. It's large language models where they crunch through billions and billions line of data in quick. But AI is coming. 2, it adjusts internal parameters to recognize patterns and relationships. Once trained, it takes new input, runs it through the learned model, and produces an output. Yeah, large language models. AI is not...
Shut up, Tyler.
It's not accurate. It is not artificial
Cut
intelligence
and
yet.
paste, Tyler. Okay, so just so you all know, Tyler did not cut and paste all that. Tyler typed all of that stuff out.
How do we know that? How do we know that?
He did. I'm joking.
Oh, I like... Is there... Because I can't cut and paste from my main text feed. Hunt Horse just sounded like Carl Sagan. Billions and billions.
I love the fact that when Rhino just blew people away with the. It's
Rhino?
funny because he was that was a great show. I went back and watched it. That was awesome.
What show?
With you and Ryan going over his phone call to Rome about the legal stuff.
Oh
with,
yeah.
Bus
That was
pretty good.
That was really good.
Yeah.
Rome's facial expressions were like
they were priceless.
And then we went
and the noise, yeah. But that's part of the problem now. Like people do that thing where they
Ryan's
just,
in the
they
chat.
just look it up. You can't do like we're doing live trivia because people just look the shit up.
Live!
You know? It sucks. It sucks that way.
Yeah. Ryan says best set of boobs on the tube. Us. He called us boobs.
That's right.
You know what I saw on the 5-minute countdown timer for the Tuesday show today? Ryan and I talking about the girl with the double H boobs, and I said, double H, those are haunted horse boobs, and he lost it. He started cracking up.
It's double H stands for.
Anyway. We're almost out of time, dude.
Well, that's right.
You know that stupid
Boobs. Yeah, that's right.
stuff that happens, and I'm still thinking about it, that stupid website with the funniest Yelp reviews, and it's all a bunch of made-up, stupid, dumb shit. It's like, who runs that site? An 8-year-old girl? That's the dumbest thing I ever saw. People making up weird, stupid shit. It's like, no, I want to see actual reviews of people that are pissed and losing their shit. Chat pisses Jim off daily. Me and Grandpa love Carl Sagan. Oh, dude, Fat Kid Loves Cake. I've been going through YouTube, and Carl Sagan had a show. Was it called Quantum? No, what was Carl Sagan's show? What was Carl Sagan's show? Cosmos. Yeah, you got me on that one. Cosmos. So I'm going to YouTube, and I go down the rabbit hole of Carl Sagan clips, and they're like 7 to 10 minutes long. And one, he's trying to explain the fourth dimension, what that would be.
Because I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
or this. And it's really interesting how he can take something that's really complicated, and explain it to where a Neanderthal like me, can understand it. So he first explains the one-dimensional, where flat, and then two-dimensional, and then three-dimensional, and then he explains how a fourth dimension would work. And I'm like, that makes sense. That's right.
Fucked up.
And then he also explained how whoever this fucking smart guy was, I don't know the guy's name, one of those smart philosopher dudes, measured the circumference of the Earth in like BC times, or like 200 AD or something. And they measured shadows in different parts of the country of things, and then the shadows were at different angles, and then they walk, and it's like, oh my God. And they got it right.
It's called Mother Nature.
Don't play games with it. Anyway, that Cosmos show is awesome. So I go.
You're the guy who's a dumb son of a bitch.
Speaking of things I've watched recently, so I bought the Bionic Woman and the $6 Million Man because they were on sale for $10.
That's right.
So Sunday, I've got a couple hours to kill, and I go, you know what I'm going to do? I got a couple hours before bed, nothing really to do. I don't want to play video games. I'm going to watch
In, out 3 times.
Bionic Woman against the Fembots, because I remember that episode when I was a kid, and it was on, and it was a big deal. And then Steve Austin's even in it, so they did a crossover. They had both characters on there. So I'm like, okay, I got 2 hours, I'm going to watch it. I get to the end of the 2 hours, and it's a part 3. It wasn't a 2-parter. I'd never heard of a show having a part 3 before. So I'm like, fuck! I'm not going to stay up late.
Fuck!
So anyway, I watched part 3 yesterday.
Next.
And all I remember is how great it was as a kid, and how, I mean, it's fiction, but it's corny fiction.
We're going to be talking about the penis.
It was done very corny. Did you watch?
We'll be talking about the vagina.
Did you watch either of those shows, dude?
That was for Jake. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then Emergency was my favorite show for a while with Robert Mantue.
Adam 12 was always on before Emergency.
I
Adam
never
12
got
wasn't
into
my
Adam
favorite.
12.
No, I never really liked my
was
brother
too serious.
really liked it. It was really serious.
But Emergency, it was serious, but those guys would,
there was some corniness.
And then Chet, the guy with the beard, it was always the comic relief.
Yeah. Chet,
anyway.
get the K-12.
I think Robert Mantooth just died. He just died
Randolph
the last few
Mantooth.
months. Yeah,
Randolph Mantooth. Yeah, he just passed
Anyway, that shit was fun. So Bionic Man, Bionic Woman, Emergency, those fucking shows were great.
And then we got into
Chips.
Then you started getting into the other shows. Like there was, we talked about what was the one with Stephanie Powers and
Heart to Heart. That was in
Heart
the
to
80s.
Heart. That was later, and then you started getting into the '80s stuff like Simon and Simon.
That was good.
And Simon was good.
I like Simon and Simon.
Yeah,
it was always private detective shows.
And we had talked about the one show. It was called. I think it was called 512 Robert or something.
That
and
I remember.
And it was an L.A. Special police like rescue team, and they did like it was really it basically before you had like I don't know, like the special
hostage
rescue
teams.
No. Like they would do like rappel down like hills and stuff. And yeah, like special search and rescue and things like that. That's what I was looking for. Yeah.
Interesting. You know what? I played that Heart to Heart intro the other day just because we were talking about the $6 Million Man, anyway. They're now pulling my videos down if I'm so I can't even put these things on the air anymore.
That blows.
It's gotten so aggressive with the copyright. So I have to go in, I have to edit it out so that they'll re-put it up in the.
Which blows my mind because like I watch
You're
a lot of
promoting
these,
the show.
And then there's like those reaction videos where people are listening to songs, playing the videos in the corner, and they're starting and stopping, and they're it's like a vocal coach or somebody, and they're doing these reaction videos.
Right.
How in the hell did that stuff get up there? And we've got like a 4-second clip of something, and why are they always going after the little guy?
Why can't I say the WHORE word? And the peanut guy is saying it all over the place, and I'm getting the warning.
All right, 3.
This guy.
Looks like a nice little guy, actually.
Anyway. All right. Dolly versus Wonder Woman should be a porn. Right. What? Yeah, Jay, I really want you watching My School Kids.
Because I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
I know how Jim feels sometimes.
Oh, my God.
Jeez.
Next.
Anyway, I love Dragnet. Dragnet had a great theme. Dun da dun dun da dun da dun dun da dun.
That's the other thing we talked about. Some of like we used to have great fun with this. Like we would play the theme songs. What is the theme song? Or
can't do it anymore.
Can't do it anymore. What is the this is music for the one with the video games.
Yeah.
Where I play the music for the video games.
Yeah.
That was fun. Can't do that anymore.
Nope.
So resort to like playing things backwards and trying.
Well, here's the thing for your show though. I know you guys stream to YouTube. That's the problem. On X, they don't copyright
they don't
anything.
care.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck. But the
Speaking
problem
of
is
which,
X is a horrible platform to stream to.
It is. Thursday night, Stucknut Radio. That's the plan.
All right.
It is the last Thursday of the month. And then Friday, we're going to try and run a show. I'm going to try and get Gail on Zoom.
This show.
You
are going to be my Friday show because I have my mom up here.
We'll give it a try. If we're getting echo and all the rest of it, then what we'll do is we'll shut down the Zoom. We'll shut down the Zoom, and then we will just do a show. I'll read chat, do whatever. We'll see what happens.
All right.
We'll have something.
So Bacon is covering the show on Friday for here.
Yeah, it might just be me, but hopefully we can get Gail in here on the Zoom. And maybe somebody else.
We'll figure it
see
out.
what happens.
We'll test it. Yeah. We'll test it.
We did have a breakthrough last little while. Like again, it's just it's technology, and I just don't have the reps for it.
Just blame Gail. It's her fault.
I don't have the reps for it because she was blaming me for all her tech issues. I can't get the screen up out of gallery.
Yeah, ever since Bacon was on, I can't see everybody.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Why is it my fault?
Bacon made me swipe.
Oh no! Yeah. We suck again.
All right, tomorrow, Wednesday. Yeah. Darren is here. Darren with an I. Or no, Darren with an R. That was Dino yesterday. Oh, Darren with an R. That's both Darrens with an R. All right, anyway.
Gail says, only when you're at the lake it happens, yeah.
That's true.
Thanks, everybody.
Bacon. Great show. Cindy. I didn't see Cindy in here. Hey, Cindy,
thank Horace. He did all the work.
What's up, Cindy?
I just sat here and, guys, do not thank me because I didn't do anything. Although
you played the drops.
Yeah, I did.
I'm not some GD button pusher.
That's right. You found this.
Please,
see, and I'm cool with that. Like I have a small footprint, a small stamp on the show because there's certain things that you've incorporated into it that I was able to either bring to your attention or bring to the show, and I'm cool with that. That's cool.
All right. See you tomorrow. Wednesday, Darren's here.
Oh, my God. Who?
Potty Mouth Darren. And, he was saying his wife. He told me this the other day. His wife was watching the show. He wasn't on it. It was just me.
Wife.
She's like, why is he allowed to say things? And then he yells at you for saying them. He goes, that's the way it is.
It's just the way it goes.
It is the way it is.
Sorry about that.
It is the way it is. All right, everybody. I'll be back tomorrow with Darren, 5 p.m. Pacific. Have a good evening.
Bye-bye.
Later. Tomorrow's hump day. Enjoy your humps. Late.